couple even went on television to complain of the injustice.
It took to pretty much last month to clear my own completely.
Yeah.
And Jenny, had you ever any doubts about Ben?
None whatsoever.
It was Mrs. Justice Hogg, who retired in March, who exonerated Ben Butler in the family court, saying it was her joy to return Ellie to her parents. But Ellie's maternal grandfather, who cared for her for years, says his warnings were clear.
I always said to the judge, one day you all may have blood on your hands with regards to my granddaughter Ellie, and my words have come true.
Run faster, you're losing.
A serious case review says the court ruling gave Ben Butler the upper hand, making it difficult for others to protect a little girl described by her school as gentle and thoughtful. Alison Holt, BBC News.
The British astronaut Tim Peake says he'd go back into space in a heartbeat after his 6-month mission. Whilst in space, Major Peake carried out a range of activities and experiments to inspire children and had this message for the next generation.
You're looking at a boy who went to Westbourne Primary School, who left school at the age of 19 with 3 below-average A-levels, and I've just got back from a 6-month mission to space. So my message to them is, look, don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything.
Tim Peake. Football, and in the last half hour, Northern Ireland have lost 1-0 to Germany in the Euro 2016 tournament. It was their final match in Group C. From Paris, Katie Gonul reports.
Northern Ireland had its heart set on something special in Paris. The romance of their story has already made quite an impression. Win or draw against the world champions and they would be certain of staying. Early on it became clear how difficult that would be, but Michael McGovern was solid. If Michael O'Neill felt the noise was relentless, so was the pressure. Eventually something had to give, and after half an hour Mario Gomez gave Germany the goal they deserved. Northern Ireland was almost mesmerised by their movement. Everyone except McGovern, who got to this ball even as the net began to flinch. Germany continued to be frustrated as Northern Ireland gave every ounce of effort to hold on to a narrow defeat. O'Neill's side have come a long way in this tournament and their journey isn't over just yet.
So it wasn't quite the fairy tale upset that Northern Ireland fans would have dreamt of here, but when you consider that Germany thrashed Brazil 7-1 on the way to winning the World Cup 2 years ago, their team, and particularly their goalkeeper, emerges from this with a huge amount of credit. And defeat doesn't mean it's over for Northern Ireland, although they're now reliant on results going their way elsewhere if they're to join England and Wales in the last 16. Simon.
Katie Gonul, thank you. Time now for a look at the weather. Over to Matt Taylor. Matt.
Thank you, Simon. Good evening. Well, a fine end to the day for many of you, most dry into the night, but a few showers continue in Western Scotland and also Northern Ireland. And then later on, thicker cloud pushes in from the southwest to bring outbreaks of rain, mist and coastal fog, southwest England, and then eventually to Wales and the Midlands. We'll see some of that cloud and rain by the time we get to dawn on Wednesday. It's south-southwesterly winds, a misty, muggy night in the south, a little bit fresher further north, but it's here we'll see the best of the sunshine throughout Wednesday, just 1 or 2 passing showers. Morning cloud in the far north of England should break up, but it's a zone from southwest England, South Wales through the Midlands towards parts of Lincolnshire. This is where we could see rain come and go through the day, the odd heavier burst as well. North and west of that, pleasant enough in the sunshine with temperatures high teens, low 20s, feeling very muggy to the south and east, especially if you see the sunshine. Late day storms, Channel Islands and northern France though could push into southeast and East Anglia for the rest of this week. They could be torrential in places, could cause flooding as well. Keep up to date with latest warnings on the website, and I'll have a full forecast after the BBC News at 10. Back to you, Sam.
Matt, thank you. That's all for now. It's time to join the BBC's news teams where you are.
Hello and good evening from BBC London News. Child safety campaigners are calling on the Attorney-General to intervene after a music teacher found guilty of possessing thousands of indecent images of children was told by a judge he shouldn't be banned from teaching. Neil Deller from Hertfordshire wasn't given a prison sentence but instead ordered to attend a treatment programme. Yvonne Hall reports.
42-year-old Neil Deller, in public, a respected music teacher in schools across Hertfordshire and Essex. In private, he was viewing violent child porn images every day, some involving children as young as 3. More than 3,000 images were found on his computer. A judge said he was fixated. Child protection campaigners are furious that Della hasn't been banned from teaching.
It's